Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to Jagged Alliance 2. So in the last episode, we met Hans and Tony here in their XXX stuff, which is just kind of a front for their gun running operation in the back. There are a few other things to do in this sector. They're all sort of relating to Angel's quest. You'll remember him mentioning the Shady Lady earlier. And this is the Shady Lady where his sister is being held. There's also a gentleman in the tattoo parlor who's mostly related to that quest. What I'm thinking I want to do right now, though, is since I'm not really looking to anger the Kingpin by getting involved in his matters in the Shady Lady, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the last sector we're going to need to visit in San Mona, which is really the reason we came in the first place. Now, this final sector offers something sort of unique on the map. There's a nightclub kind of thing run by the Kingpin, and that is what we're here to check out. So, as we kind of look around in this sector, a large building up here, there is a mine, but they don't do any mining in this town anymore. And then this is actually the Kingpin's house down here. This like long, narrow building thing.
There's this guy here, name's Kingpin. You can tell he thinks he's a big shot, huh? Well, he owns everything and he runs an exclusive club. Gotta be a member or a friend to get in. Well, screw him. I don't need it.
Well, we, at least temporarily, are gonna become his friend, Ira. We'll go ahead and talk to...
Name's Spike.
Spike?
I'm in charge of customer service.
Spike is the best customer service agent ever.
Guess you want to go in, huh? Well, I guess you look okay.
Alright, well, he's a good judge of character. We'll go ahead and get our party inside here. We did take a brief moment. We needed to patch up Dimitri and Bull. I did that in between episodes so that they would both be raring to go once we get inside. So we're gonna go ahead and come in here. We'll just have everybody kind of hang out down here, and then I'm gonna come up and talk to this fine gentleman.
Darren Van Housen, club manager.
Alright, so this is Darren. He runs this club.
I would imagine you are here due to our extreme fighting competition. I would also wager a guess that you yourself wish to participate in this battle of courage. All you must do is decide how much money you wish to bet. I will accept any amount between $1,000 and $5,000. Do you feel you are capable of taking on one of my fighters?
I do.
As soon as you give me the cash, we shall get this underway.
Alright, so what this does is offer you an opportunity to gamble a little bit, and that's why we're really here. Early in the game, we're able to bet 5,000 up to 3 times. There are 3 fighters here waiting in the ring, so or waiting in the wings rather, and we can make up to 15,000, which is going to be a great help in continuing on our liberation of the country. Now, relating to fighters, just want to point out something. I am not going to be getting into the ring here. However, if you brought along Grizzly, who with 95 strength and hand-to-hand and bodybuilding, he can do some real damage in here. Also, Bull, hand-to-hand bodybuilding, 98 strength, can do some real damage here. These two are going to be our prize fighters. So I'm going to go ahead and drop down, and we'll let Bull deal with this first fight. So I'll have him come up, put the shotgun away for right now, and we're just going to pop in to withdraw 5 grand. Once we've done that, we can give it to Darren here, and he'll be ready to start.
Very good. Mr. Klaus, the owner of the club, is a huge fan of extreme fighting. He insists on being here for every bout. We will get the match underway the moment he arrives.
I'll get him, boss.
Thanks, Spike.
The rules are simple. There are so few of them. The fighters will enter the ring. You first, of course. 'cause you are the guest. I will ask the fighters if they are ready, and we start at the bell. Fighters must not have any weapons, and they must stay in the ring, or they will forfeit the match. We will fight until one is knocked out or dead. Ah, yes, and no shooting from the audience, please.
All right. So we're going to wait for the Kingpin to arrive. Basically, Jagged Alliance 2 predicted the rise of the UFC back in 1999. So we're going to be having like kind of a no-holds-barred match to the knockout and or death in here. And it is possible to die, but highly unlikely. You're basically just going to fight until somebody's unconscious.
Peter Klaus. Some of my closer friends call me Kingpin. I understand we're in for some entertainment. I never miss a good bout, especially not when there's new blood in the battle. I run a nice little town here. You are welcome to enjoy the facilities. We have everything. I am sure you will find something that caters to your needs. Just keep in mind that you are my guest. While you take your well-deserved break from the rigors of war, I expect you to behave as such. Very well then. Let's get on with this exhibition.
Are the fighters ready?
Alright, and all we have to do to signal that we are ready is jump into the ring. I'm going to go ahead and drop that pack there, otherwise that's going to be slowing me down. And then we'll just jump in right here for this first fight. Now, as soon as he joins us, we're going to enter turn-based mode. Now,
What's up?
Bull doesn't get an awful lot of action points here, and him charging across the ring wouldn't do him any good because he wouldn't be able to fight on the other side. Now, I think then, so for our very first round, I think I'm just going to drop down to make me a little bit harder to hit, and then pass my turn.
What's up?
Oh, wow. So he wasn't able to make it over here either. I can get off one swing. Okay, and that is usually enough to turn the tide. We'll go ahead and pass again. We did get hit. Oh, man. Okay, we only got hit once.
What's up?
26, so I can swing twice. I'll go ahead and do 2 body shots. Oh, and I missed twice. That's not good.
Crap.
Come on. I'm really needing you to pull this one out here, Bull. I could take 1 headshot. That's not good either. We'll pass again. Okay, good dodge.
What's up?
36. Let's try for like 1 really well aimed shot to the head. There we go. That was a lot of juking and dodging from both of us, actually. Pass 1 turn, and then he could be eliminated by just coming down here and wailing on him a little bit. We'll leave him in critical condition.
Ah, yes, we have a winner.
Basically, it's a fight until you can't continue, usually determined by the
remarkable
energy bar.
performance. Here are your winnings.
And
Would
there's
you
our
care
10,000.
for another?
I would, in fact, like
As
to
soon
fight
as
more.
you give me the cash, we shall get this underway.
Okay. We're actually going to break for just a moment here. No need to be running around crazy like Bull. And the reason for that being,
You called?
I want to get our dock in here. And we're going to patch Bull up just a little bit. Also, we can deposit our money. Awesome. And then, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to sub in Grizzly for our next fight, since he is in tip-top shape.
Okay.
I'll have him come up here. For this next fight, I'm going to actually try to start it, like, over here, so that we don't get that initial round where we have to run across. And we'll go ahead and withdraw another 5 grand. And give it to Darren there.
Are the fighters ready?
Alright, and begin another bout. And the second guy hops in. Oh, he's able to go first.
Standing by.
All right, not too bad. We'll get like 3 swings on him here. There we go. Or one and one really well aimed. Basically, and this should kind of show what would happen in a situation where we were like in a gunfight as well, and hand-to-hand can still be useful. If you're able to get up close, a couple of easy shots to a character usually leave them without enough action points to do anything in response. Which kind of makes sense, you know, like if you were wielding a firearm and somebody punched you in the face, it's a little bit hard to respond right away. I'm actually going to see how low I can get this guy. I don't think I'll finish him. I'll leave him in critical condition.
Ah, yes, we have our winner.
And again, we make another 10 grand.
A remarkable performance. Here are your winnings.
Awesome.
Would you care for another?
I would, in fact, care for another.
As soon as you give me the cash, we shall get this underway.
I'm aware of how the rules work by now, Darren. I'm going to go ahead and have him come out to here. We'll have Fox.
You called?
Again, patch somebody up. Spend a few extra to heal. And then I think I want to send Bull back in. But we're going to dope just a little bit. Just a little bit. So I do have an energy booster that I picked up in a previous sector. And I'm going to use this to sort of guarantee the outcome of this fight. We'll go ahead and bring these guys out of the way. And then...
What's up?
Bull, get back over here. And the drugs should mean that I've got a ton of extra action points here. And so we'll give him the cash to start.
Are the fighters ready?
And they'll only last like a turn or two.
Cool.
We'll give him that and then have him hop inside. And oh,
what's up?
This guy got to go first, but as you can see, we're starting with a lot more AP than we had in previous bouts. All right, nice. Actually, 2 quick body shots, and this guy goes down. Oh, I can talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. I want to punch him in the face, back at the back. I don't really know what we're doing there. We're like hammer fisting
yes, we have
on
a
top
winner.
of him. All right, and 3 for 3. Awesome. That is going to do
a
it
remarkable performance.
for the
Here
Kingpin's
are your
fighters.
winnings.
Okay. And does he have anything more to say? Gives us our cash.
You impressed me.
There we go.
Showed a determination I did not believe you had. You know, you should drop by my house sometime. It is south of here, not very far, within walking distance. I'll tell Damon to be expecting you. We might just be able to help each other out. You think about it.
People like that are why I stayed in Arulco.
All right. Ira's reaction there doesn't actually make any sense. We gained a little bit of experience, I'm assuming, and so she was like, yay, celebratory voice. Once the Kingpin leaves, yeah, we gain our ability to act back. And then, just go ahead and deposit our cash from these 2 guys. And so... that takes us up to a current balance of 31,000, which is awesome. That is totally what we needed in our life right now, was a nice influx of money. That's going to mean that we don't have to worry about paying Bull, Grizzly, and Fox to stick around, and we might be able to grab some more supplies back in Drassen to have them airdropped, which would be very, very cool indeed. We're going to go ahead and head down to the Kingpin's house. He said down in the south, which is down here. I don't think any of the other buildings are really all that relevant. I might poke around in them off camera. Like there's a mining foreman's thing.
I forget again.
But there's not any mining going on in the city anymore.
Yes?
Also, we saw for the first time Dimitri's forgetful
Is good.
quirk there. Occasionally, he will forget actions. It so very rarely happens in combat. It's mostly like in real-time mode where he'll be walking and then just suddenly space out to give his little I forget again line. Alright, and up here, we'll leave everybody else outside just to not make the micromanagement super awful.
I'm
and
Damon,
come
Kingpin's
talk to
personal
Damon.
bodyguard. Who the hell are you?
It's pretty cool earrings you got there, Damon.
Kingpin is expecting you. You'll find him in his gaming room to your right.
Okay. You seemed really angry about the fact that I would find him in his gaming room to the right. He's got like pinball machines and slot machines and pool
I
tables.
trust you are enjoying my town. I built it from nothing by doing people favors. I am a generous man who enjoys seeing people entertained. I am also an avid collector who appreciates the rarity of some of the finer things in life. I have a proposition I want you to consider. There is a museum in Balim. On display is a rather precious piece of Arulcan history. The diamond-encrusted golden chalice of chance. It is encased there for the benefit of the rich. Balim is a town inhabited by friends and associates of Deidranna. Since she is a sworn enemy of yours, I thought perhaps you might be willing to get it for me. I would reward you, of course, and you would surely feel better knowing that the common folk, the working people of San Mona, would be given the opportunity to share in a piece of their ancient history. I would do it myself, or rather have my people do it. But I can't have Deidranna believing that I am in any way involved. She and I have a special, unique relationship, and something like this would no doubt sour it. Whether this is something that interests you or not is entirely up to you. But keep in mind during your travels that I will pay $20,000 in cash for the chalice.
Alright. Let's try direct. See if he has anything else to say.
Everything in San Mona belongs to me. The responsibility is enormous.
I can imagine. And I know he's not going to join us, but...
You can't be serious.
Okay. I wasn't really serious. Alright, and if we pop back into the map, you'll see here... So he's talking about Balim down here, which is fairly far away from where we are now. Like, we're not going to just cruise on down to Balim. We'd encounter a lot of resistance on the roads along the way. It's probably going to be something like after the city of Alma we might take. So still quite a ways out, and that kind of makes the reward a little bit deceptive. $20,000 would be great right now. Hopefully by the time we're in a position to actually take Balim and get back to San Mona, $20,000 is going to be nice, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be anything like super amazing. So we're going to keep that on the back burner. What we'll probably end up doing is when we are finally able to make it to Balim, I may very well take the chalice and get it back to the Kingpin. There will be a decision to make there as to whether to take it or leave it. Consequences both ways. And if we bring it back to the Kingpin, we can get our money from him. And once we've gotten our money from him, we might just complete the rest of Angel's quest line and free his sister at that time. Now, there's a couple of other things that will lead us back to San Mona later on. Some quests in Cambria that we'll end up needing to stop back over. But other than that, we're mostly done here. It's just Angel's thing and the chalice being returned. So that's basically going to do it for San Mona for the time being. We could head into this final sector. It's not city. It's kind of like an abandoned mine area. There's some like gold and stuff we could do there. Additionally, there's also a secret tunnel that actually comes back up in this sector. That's, I think, for more of a, if you intended combat with the Kingpin, it would be worthwhile,
Gotcha.
as you can come up, I think, somewhere inside his home. Maybe in the back here. I don't quite remember off the top of my head. But we're not going to be doing any of that stuff, at least not right now. Our next goal is actually going to be the city of Chitzina here. Should be relatively easy to take, and it is going to be giving us the opportunity to grab another mine, which is going to be very important. I'd like to go ahead and get our income up a bit, and then once Chitzina has been taken, we're going to take the final sector of Drassen and kind of let the cards fall where they may. That's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to subscribe to see new videos on my channel every single day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes, and I will catch you guys next time.